So episode 72 of the Accrescent Podcast is up, and this is a summary of basically the last 8 weeks of Evox sessions and podcasts that I've released. And I'm just summarizing what were the key limiting beliefs or subconscious beliefs that I was able to identify in these sessions, and also what patterns have already started to shift. There are definitely several patterns that have already started to shift for me, which feels amazing. But the one that I really want to highlight right now is I was so afraid of money, and I had so much shame around money before this. And previously, this shame and this fear had really manifested in my life as this pattern of complete dissociation to money. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to look at it. If money comes up, it's like my head goes in the sand. I don't even want to think about it. And obviously that's not sustainable. That's not a great way to get to your money financial goals. But it felt like such a barrier, such a hard thing to overcome. Truly something that I really couldn't overcome. And so basically the pattern up till this point in my life was completely ignoring and running away from the topic of money. And then on the rare occasion where I would work up the energy and the motivation to finally look at my finances, it was such a dreadful, horrible, fear-inducing experience. And I would only be able to sit with it, looking at my finances for 10 minutes. And then I would be completely checked out again. And so the biggest, most profound shift for me over these last 2 months has been that fear and that shame around money has been completely released. And so I found myself at the start of May, literally pulled out my computer, went through all my finances for April, making notes, diving in deep. I probably spent 2 hours going over April finances. And what was really key here is that this wasn't this horrible, icky And so literally the amount of energy and emotional distress I'm going to save in not having to just muster up the motivation to do this thing, which is such an important thing to be able to check in. It's I feel so much freedom, and not to mention the peace that comes with releasing that fear and that shame, but also the peace that comes with knowing, okay, this thing of money that I can't escape, it's a part of life. I now have the courage and the resources and the confidence to start to look at it and address it. I'm not sticking my head in the sand anymore, and it's not this horrible, dreadful experience. I think that's so key here. It's not like I just cleared something and now I have the courage to look at it, but it was actually a really joyful and empowering experience to sit with my finances and go through all of that.